Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. Couple of advertisements here at the start. I finally completed the Elliott Wave and RSI Advanced course, so if you want to master the RSI and want to learn how it can be utilized properly with Elliott Wave Theory, check out the course on Udemy. I've also started counter trend capital with few expert traders that will be paid Discord group. Currently the Discord is free, so you can check it out if you're interested. And lastly, if you want to educate yourself and support me, you can take a look at Patreon, where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and extra content overall. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the charts next. Here we are on daily charts for Bitcoin. So today we're going to be looking at more of the macro to micro again, starting from the highs of 69k. Since then again we have had this primary of ABC basically since these highs were made and we were starting to break down. This was the expectation that we were going to be creating some kind of three-way move upwards. At this point again the extended structure here almost invalidated itself, but again at this point it's still clear that, or clear to me at least, that this looks best as in three waves. Now the main idea here was an ABC just based on the extension here. You can be labeling this as a 1, 2, 3 as well. But that's not my primary. That would be done like so. The way forward could be either here, and this could be a 5-way structure coming into down here, but we have some issues that we've gone through here. But again, it is possible to end the countdown at these lows. At this point we could still label this as a wave 4 of higher degree, but again that is not my primary, just based on how large this structure is and how deep it is on the higher degrees. Now as I mentioned, that is not my primary, so again, if I want to be having something ending down here, I would have this as a wave 2 of higher degree with the WXY sets. It's much better proportions than anything else in my opinion. So again, if I want to be having it end here, that would be my case, or my mean at the moment, and then we would start something new from the lows here as in a form of 5 waves. Again, as mentioned previously, this is my main, this ABC. Again, so ABC here, ABC. This would be creating that W and X, and then we'd be looking for down lower. Again, depending on whether you're going to be using log or arithmetic scale, I'm going to be using log here because again, otherwise we're not going to be using or getting any kind of real proportions and anything like that here. But if we are just pivoting from current areas here, we'd be looking for around 10.8k to 6.4k, which would be the 1-to-1. But we have so much more time about this macro picture that I don't think we need to be talking about that too much. But again, just a sense or some kind of warning here that if this indeed is a 5-way move that is about to finish or finished already, well, you know what is to come and you've been warned. So let's take a look at closer on this whole structure that we had as a potential C wave or the start of something. So that was this count here, where we would have this again as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then looking for 5th wave upwards. We've gone through this multiple times now, so I'm not going to go too detailed into it. Previously we were talking about the nested structures in here, and we indeed got that move upwards into the possible height of 5th here around the 1-to-1 extension of 25.3k. At that point we had a somewhat significant move down. However, it did not really feel like it was complete 5-way moves, since we had these as more like 3 ways and then another 3 ways here, creating a WXY count. So let's throw in the labelings that I currently got as the best one for this more local count, which I believe seems decent, is that we have 3 ways coming down and then another 3 ways going up. Again, it is very hard for me to label any of this structure here as a 5-wave. I've seen that labeled so many times as 5-wave and I can't really get anything to work here. Some people are just saying that we have something like that. How are you going to be subdividing this 3rd wave? I have no idea. So that's what I'm not going to go with. We don't have divergence here, which is not suggesting anything. 3-way move is the best look for me. 3 ways up into the wave W, 3 ways into wave X here, and then we would have another 3-way structure here, where within that wave B of this zigzag we would have a triangle. This triangle is very ugly on its own, wave A, B, C, D, E, and it would be a running triangle, as this wave B here would take out the origin of this wave A here. So again, a running triangle, something like that. RSI is not really agreeing with that, so that's why, again, this is just it's the best I can get at the moment here. We could have this as a structure like this, and then we would have a B wave here, and then another some kind of ABC. At that point, this would need to be some kind of 3-way move. I don't really care at this point which it is. To me, the structure starts most likely from here and then ends at these tops. Overall, what I see here is that we have a structure like this on RSI as well, which would fit the whole idea. But yeah, ending point is up at these highs, starting here, a 3-way move in any case. Since then, again, we would have another 3-way move down. This could be already labeled as a form of where is it, submicro, same as this. At this moment, I'm not quite sure which degrees these are. However, they are contracting, looking at this higher structure. So we could be having this as an A, B, C, D, E. Now, what this structure is part of, if this was a triangle, I have to be honest, I have no idea. This structure is so large in comparison to any of these that I don't think that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That just doesn't have any kind of great look to it, right? This definitely felt like it was impulsive, and if we have a triangle in here, we would be pivoting and at least taking the 0.618 extension as the target. So let's use this maximum extension here as the target. 0.618 would be 26.4K. And if we are looking at this potential B wave here, target, we would be going over it. And this would be the minimum I would be seeking. So again, that does not work. So again, we are a bit of a predicament here. I don't really like this where it's going at the moment. I'm still on my short from the pretty much 24 I think it was 8K ish here somewhere, and also from the long from the 19 point something. No, not 19, 21 point something. But again, taking profits heavily on that long. I've got my stop losses risen up to here already. So again, if this turns against me, I'm out of that long setup already. And again, most of that are already taken profits. Couple times I've already been tricked that this could be going higher, but this high here has been still kept, and I'm going to be staying in that short position until I get out of that trade. I'm not going to be worrying about that anymore. We'll see how this turns out. But if this is not the case, what is the case, or what is the scenario? Is again, it's the same idea that we had previously, where we had this as a wave 1, 2, and then we would have another 3 here, 4, and 5. So we would be looking to create this diagonal here. This would be the only way we can be seeing a very bearish move to the downside. So these are very much similar. Again, triangle or this diagonal, both are consisting of 3-way moves. So again, it is very hard to say what these are all about. However, I don't think this potential triangle here really fits too well. So keep that in mind. I do like the idea of this becoming some kind of a diagonal here. And at that point, again, we would have another structure, something like this, to be built with the retracement here before you could go in again against these highs. And then we would be dropping. But again, that would be the most bearish scenario, which I would like. But at this point, again, I'm not going to be getting any more trades. This was a bit weird structure here. On altcoins, this barely moved here. So if I am wrong completely, and we have some kind of 3-way structure here completed, but again, RSI is not really agreeing with that as well on neither of these. But of course, there is a possibility of this being a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we would just launch. But again, that's why we used stop losses. But I think that's going to do it for this video on Bitcoin. Again, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes and comments on the video. If you want to learn more, there's links to my Patreon and Discord on the description as well. If you want to be having more trade setups and signals, check out the CTC, it's still free. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Bye bye.